but it's a full form is known as application link enabling, and the IDOC is known as the intermediate document. IDOC is known as intermediate document. Okay, why why it is required actually? Why it is required? So suppose we are having two SAP system. Okay, this is the SAP one system, and again we are having the another system, SAP 2 system. Okay. So in SAP 1 and SAP 2, we want to send the data from SAP 1 system to SAP 2 system. We want to send the data from SAP 1 system to SAP 2 system. So for, and also from SAP 2 system to SAP system, we want again to get back the data, send back the data from SAP 2 system to SAP 1 system. Such kind of scenario required because suppose if you are having in your company HR data gets managed in some HR system, and ECC data, for example, finance, material management, sales and distribution related data gets managed in ECC system. So one system you are having the HR system, and another system you are having the ECC system. So all the employee related data you are going to manage in your HR system, and all the finance related data you are going to manage into the ECC system. So suppose if you have to do the payment, okay, suppose if you have to do the payment for your employee, so the employee data should go into your SAP system, then only the finance system will understand to which employee they have to make the payment, right? So since already you have the data in your HR system, this, let us suppose this is a HR system, okay, and this suppose as a ECC system where your FI module is there. FI means FICO, okay. FI also known as sometimes FICO, finance and controlling, okay. So in ECC there are various modules, MM, SD, okay, and FICO is also there. So I'm just considering here the FICO module under ECC part. So you require to have the employee related data into this ECC to make the payment. So you have to pass this employee related data to this ECC. So how you can do that one? How you can do that one? So that's where the concept of IDOC comes. Okay, you have to pass the IDOC from one system to another system, and in that IDOC you will be sending the data. Okay, so you require to send the data from one system to another system. So how you will pass the data? So you require some container to pass the data from one system to another system. So that container, that truck is known as the IDOC. Okay, IDOC is a container. IDOC is nothing but a container where your data will be present, and that data will be loaded in the IDOC, and IDOC will go from one system to another system. Okay, IDOC will not simply go from one system to another system. You have to do some enablement, you have to do some configuration in these two systems. You have to make the system understand to each other that now they are suitable to pass the data from one system to another system. Now they are ready to pass the data from one system to another system. So this configuration, okay, of enablement is known as application link enabling. So the configuration or steps you follow to pass the data from one SAP system to another SAP system, okay, is known as ALE, application link enabling. Okay, so by doing some certain configuration, by following some certain steps, you are enabling the link to pass the data. So two things you require. One is IDOC, which will contain the data. Okay. Another, that you are going to enable the link between these two systems. Okay. Once you are going to uh, follow some certain steps, your link will be enabled. Once the link will be enabled, okay, how the data will go, how the system will pass the data from this system to this system. For that, you require one outbound program over here. Okay, in the first system you require a outbound program. Why outbound program? Because you are passing the data from SAP1 to SAP system. You are sending out the data from SAP1 because you are sending out the data. That's why it is known as the outbound program. Okay. So this outbound program will collect the data in certain format and pass to the IDOC, and this outbound program will create the IDOC, and system will check if link is enabled or not. If link is enabled, automatically that IDOC will goes to the SAP2 system. Once it comes here, you will be having one more function module or program, anything it can be. Okay, generally function module here. This is also a type of program, right? Function module also, inside the function module also some codes will be written which will take the data from the IDOC. Okay, which will take the data from the IDOC, and based upon the business scenario, it will process the data and update the required table, right? It will update the required table. It will fetch the data from the IDOC and update the required table. So that is, that is the whole process of this ALE IDOC. That is the whole process of ALE IDOC. So now one question can come like, this ALE, like ALE is only for SAP to SAP. Yes, AL is only SAP for to SAP. ALE is for only from SAP to SAP. Suppose if you want to send the data from SAP to non-SAP system, then you need to have some another way. For example, you can use some middleware, eh, yeah, PI or PO, some middleware can be used, or RFC function module. There is a concept we have already learned in our uh, previous chapter, that RFC function module, a remote function called, right? So directly from Java system, you can call the RFC function module, or with the SAP PI system directly it can be called. So calling from SAP PI is quite easy, but directly calling from the, Java system or .NET system or any non-SAP system, it's quite tricky and lot of work need to be done. But if SAP PI, the middleware is there in between SAP and non-SAP system, it becomes easy to handle. Okay, fine. So the steps we will see, what are the steps we have to follow when we are going to enable the link between two systems. When we are going to configure the ALE between two systems, what are the steps we have to follow? So that steps we will see. Before that, I will just show you that how the IDOC looks like. Okay. So some important transaction related with IDOC, just let me note it down, where you can go and check the IDOC. Okay. So the important T code to see the IDOC, one is WE02. So this T code, you can display the IDOC. Okay, you can display the IDOC with the help of this T code. Again, WE05. This is also to display the IDOC. Okay, the difference between this WE02 and WE05. Here also you can display the IDOC, and here also you can display the IDOC. In both the transaction, you can display the IDOC. In WE02, you can see the data which is coming from EDI, okay, electronic data interchange. EDI is like from non-SAP system. If we're going to get the data from non-SAP system, okay, then EDI is also a technique through which you can get the data from non-SAP system to SAP system. So when EDI, when your IDOC is coming through EDI, that also can be seen through the WE02. Only for ALE, this WE05, in WE05 you will not be able to see the EDI IDOC, only you will be able to see ALE IDOC. Okay, like from SAP to SAP IDOC you will be able to see. So you can display the IDOC, but only for ALE IDOC. Okay, so these are two very important T code. Okay, very important T code where you can go and see the IDOCs which is coming from another system or which you are passing out from the current system to another system. So you can see both kind of IDOC. See, the IDOC which is going from this SAP system, that IDOC is known as the outbound IDOC. Okay, outbound program or outbound IDOC. Outbound program generates the outbound IDOC because we are sending out. And here the IDOC is coming in. So here you will be having inbound function module. This function module is also known as the inbound function module or inbound IDOC coming in. Okay, that's why it's a inbound uh, IDOC. Okay, so here in this system we are having the system S43. Okay, in this system, from this system you can send the data to another system from this S43, and in this system you can get the data from another system also, right? Suppose you are having some system S45. I don't have multiple system to showcase you. I will be teaching you mostly theory part because I don't have the system, but I will make sure that
Why
whatever
can't we connect from our PI to HANA? No, we have two ECC systems, right? One is HANA one and one is non-HANA one.
where
You right now you are connecting to one time you are connecting to other system and server, and you are connecting on the HANA server one time. So we have two instances of
No, but where? Like, I have only one instance. You know, this is SAP logon, right? And
yeah, that is
here,
for HANA.
this is, yeah, this is for HANA. This is for HANA, nothing like this is ECC system only, S for HANA system. So earlier it was ECC, now it became S for HANA. So it's
Okay,
kind of
S4.
ECC works only.
Yes, but we have another ECC system, right, where Mahesh can practice when HANA is down.
Okay,
You
okay. I got your point. So you were telling that we are having some another system where Mahesh is doing and all these things. But see, that will not work. Where Mahesh is working and I am working, we are having two different systems. But here, this system you can see this is on Windows NS. This is on this is a Windows Server 2012 R2. They have installed this SAP system. This is for HANA system where we are currently opening this system. This is on Windows Server 2012. This is in their domain. This works like a firewall. So suppose if you are having credential of some system, okay, you won't be able to directly access that system. You have to enable that. You have to remove that security. It will not allow you to log in. Means if I'm going to connect with the Mahesh system and if I try to get the data from this our system, it is not possible. We have to ask the those people to enable means disable the security for this, and then only we will be able to do. This is the Mahesh system, and if I am going to log in into this system, I will not able to actually
then
RFC connection.
both systems are owned by them only, right? So why
No,
can't we
no,
ask?
this is from another person. This is from another person. So what I can do, yeah, one thing I can do that. Yes. So I think here we can do because here in Mahesh system I have two credentials, but the system is same. I have two user ID, but the system is same. So here also it is not possible. You got my point. The system is means different vendors are there for these uh, systems.
Okay,
One, yeah, one I have got from the SAP O Clouds, and one another is from your institute. Okay, so not possible here. I have already tried. Okay, it was not working. Security issue comes. Okay, it was that RFC connection was not getting enabled when I tried to connect with another system. It was not allowed to connect. However, let us see first the theory part, and we will try if we can get some how the system. I told them to provide some another system. They told no, we don't have another application server. No, to manage a single application server, it like it becomes, but in project or in real time, like where in the company generally we are having a lot of systems in their development system, we can do such kind of practice, but we have to make sure that it should not be some another system kind of production system or that. Okay, in development system we can do. Fine. WE02 and WE05 display the IDOC, display the IDOC ALE. Let's go once again to our system. Okay, let me go to the Mahesh system only. And here WE02 or WE05. Fine. So go to we02, and here you can see that here this transaction is to show the IDOC list. Here different criteria are given. You have to give the criteria. Here you can see the direction is given. The meaning of direction means here in this system, this is your EPT 800 system. Okay, so in this system, outbound or inbound, in this EPT system, the IDOC can come from the outside of environment, outside of the system, or can go to from this system. So whatever, what kind of IDOC you want to see, you can select. I want to see the inbound IDOC. Okay, from some another system, if it is coming, just I want to see, press F8, and you can see there is no IDOC selected, because from some another in this range, means in today's date, no IDOC has come, so it is showing no. Just I'm going to remove this, and I'm going to check. Yeah, it seems data are there, lot of data are there, because it's taking some time. Okay, so you can see there are multiple, lot of IDOC has come, and you can see that some custom, custom IDOC. When I tell the custom IDOC, that means the IDOC which has been the IDOC which has been developed by the customer or the developer like us. Okay, not by SAP. So their message type will be starting through Z. You can see here, this is called message type, means what kind of information you are passing into the IDOC. Okay, the kind of information is, categorized with the help of message type. Okay, so here these all are standards. If it will be custom one, it will be starting from Z or Y, but here there is no Z or Y, right? This orders is related with something like uh, purchase order or sales order, something like this. Here you can see the material. Matmos is for material. If you want to pass the material data from one system to another system, or if you want to get the data from another system to our system, this material data, you have to use this message type. This is the standard one. Okay. Matmos. You can use the standard message to get the IDOC from another system to the present system. This, you can see the list of IDOC over here, right? The list of IDOC. Let me open one of the IDOC, and here once you open the IDOC, you can see three parts are there in a IDOC. Okay, one is the control part, another is the data part, and another is the status part. This control parts is something like kind of address information. Okay, suppose if you have a envelope and you have to send that envelope or whatever there inside, right? You can put some letter inside the envelope, and you can try to send to some another place. You have to give the address, right? So this IDOC is a kind of envelope where you can give the address. So address and all comes under the control part. Okay, you can see here that what kind of information you are passing into the, you know into that envelope, into that IDOC. You can see over here who is sending this information. Here, who is sending this information, right? Sender information. Okay, who is going to receive? We write no to, from, we also write, correct? So this is the to information, to whom we are going to send, and this is the from information, from where it is going to send. Here the technical info. right? Technical info, that means through which flight it is going, right? By what kind of medium it's going, the current system which you are having, like which SAP release it's going through. Okay, so that technical info, the date when your letter got dispatched into the envelope. Okay, and this is the last database update, like when you last updated, you know, your IDOC, something like that. Not exactly, but you know, last database update means when your IDOC came into your system, your program started accessing the data of the IDOC and started updating the data into the database. So when it was the last update, in last update you can see when the last, like suppose your IDOC came at 6:27 a.m. Okay, and your program is starting updating the data and finished by 6:30, so that 6:30 time will come over here. 6:30 time will come over here. 6:30 time will come over here means when your last, you know, the last uh, completion time. If it will go into error, you will not be able to, you know, if your IDO go into the error, the last database time which it will show, that means it will not be the IDOC complete processing time, because it will go into the error. So once it will go into the, you know, green status, then whatever the time will be there, that means this is the IDOC completion time, the last database update time. Address info, the recipient, all these things, you know, in layman term they have, they can write like if they are passing to some customer or if you are passing to some, you know, another. So here in some understanding format they can give the, for example, others enterprises they want to send, or some another system, for example, they are passing the, you know, uh, so in logical address, it's a logical address. Details you can see over here, interchange, I don't know, this one I have not used. Okay, this is for EDI option in references. Okay, fine. So these are the IDOC number, and then this is the information about the control record. So where the ad means the controlling part will be there, the address kind of things will be there in control, the information, IDOC related information. Okay, then comes the data part, control part, data part. Okay, so in data part, the first which you are having right now, this is known as, you know, the main segment. This is the main segment. Okay, here you will be having the data. So inside the main segment you can have the, you know, multiple sub segment, right? But actually I'm trying to tell you, for example, suppose if you want to pass some material information, right? So material, where you can see mm03, right? And let us check some material over here. Here you can see that in that material, basic data 1, basic data 2, basic label data, and you can have some plant data also, right? Plant data, purchase info record, or many kind of just I'm going to select this one, and here there is no more views has been created. We can select some material where multiple views are there. So let us check if we are having such material. Maybe here, yeah, here we have basic data, plant storage data, right? Click on this. Okay, and here see the, in basic data, the material information you are having, base unit of measure, all these things in basic data. Basic data means the general data, the common data. Okay, but some plant specific data if you want to store, right? Correct. So the common data you can store in the main segment, right? And the plant specific data you can store inside the plant specific data, correct? Right. So here, this is the main segment where you can give the information, like main information, like what is the material number, right? Here you can see this is the material number, matnr, the main material number. Then material type, the industry sector, material group, all the basic information. Okay, all the basic information of the basic tab you can display over here. You can display over here all this basic information, and some plant specific data or uh, that you have to display in sub. See this base unit of measure, this is the material number. Here somewhere you will see the material type, this is the material group, right? Material group is nothing but matkl, right? This is the extension of I think it's extended material group, label, office, all these things. So basic data will be there in the main segment, the main data. Inside you will be having the sub segment. For example, plant specific data, this is the plant specific data. This is the material group uh, related data. Okay, this is some warehouse management related data. mbw is there now, so this is mbw is related with something like material management kind of things. And mlan, this table is related with some tax related data. So different you can see it's the different tax type is there. So sub segment they can create, we can also create. Okay, we can also create the sub segment. SAP has created this main segment. Okay, e1marm, and they have inside this main segment they have created many sub segment. Again in another sub segment you can see there are multiple sub segments are there. So under this segment you have again multiple sub segment. So this is how your data gets dispatched, gets arranged into your data part. And once your data come into the system or go out from the system, you know you can see the status. What is the status starting from here? Okay, you have to go from lower to upper. So very first status, what it will show you the 50 in inbound. We are looking for the inbound status. IDOC added, and here the 64, no filters, no conversion. You can see the very first status, it was the IDOC added, means when the IDOC came into the receiver system, it got added. Then 64, no filters, no conversion, right? Is some status is there, no version change. This is status it is telling. And then direct call started. The meaning means it started, it came to your application and started running the program. Okay, IDOC came to your application and started running your program. Okay, your program is means your function module or whatever you have written to process the IDOC. Your function module started to process the data. And once it got completed, once your function module is completed the inbound processing, means once your function module completed the processing of data which has come into the IDOC, this data in this data record section, then it will show message have been issued. That means 53 means successful. Application document posted means whatever the data you have, uh, it has come into this system, it has been successfully posted into the different database table, right? Different table, and wherever it should be updated, it has been updated. So this is all about the structure of the IDOC. Okay, control, data, and status record. Control, data, and status record. Some important tables are there related with IDOC. For example, for this control, if you can see, if you don't remember, the table name, why you can go you can click
I'm
on
just,
this. Yeah,
who will create the IDOC? It's default SCP, or we can create IDOC. We can
this
generate IDOC.
IDOC number, this IDOC number, you were talking about IDOC number, right?
No, not the IDOC number. The
Hmm.
IDOC itself.
IDOC itself, there is no meaning of IDOC itself, right? IDOC
No,
number should be there. That
how it
container,
is
right?
triggered. I mean, how IDOC is triggered. Who will create the IDOC? The program
In
has to trigger the
in
IDOC.
yeah, in inbound you are talking about in terms of inbound system or outbound system, say like
We,
see
we want
here
to
out.
we want to create an IDOC.
Yeah,
Later,
if you want to, yeah, right, I got your point. So when you are going to create the IDOC from the outbound program, like from the outbound system, from one system, this is suppose your current system from where you want to create the IDOC. So you will be writing one program there. That program will be known as the outbound program. That program will create the outbound IDOC. Okay. So your outbound program will create the outbound IDOC. And the same IDOC will come here in this uh, receiver system. This is also known as the sender system. Okay, and this is the receiver system.
yeah, the sender system.
Mm.
So are we going to see the program? Okay.
Yeah, sender system. So this program will create the IDOC. This is what you were asking, or you were asking something
Yes,
else?
yeah, that's what I'm asking. So,
Yeah, so we will see how this program works. Okay.
yeah,
Uh, Fine. So WE02, it's fine. Yeah. So I was talking about some important tables. So the important tables, if you don't remember like this, what you can do, you can, you know, you can double click over here and go to basic type, press F1, and here in technical information you can get the table name. You can see this is the table name. So one table EDIDC means for the control part, EDIDC table is there, right? The control information, this control record information gets stored in the EDIDC table. Okay. The data record information gets in, stored in EDIDD table. Where it gets stored? EDIDD table. I think from here you can see EDIDD. It should display here. No, here also EDIDC, the control only. So EDIDD. I know that this data records gets stored in this EDIDD table, and here this status records gets stored in EDIDS table. Okay, EDIDS table. That status records gets stored. I will show you all the table over here. Go to slash o sc16 in. Let's go to sc16n. Okay, and here also like there are multiple way to access the data. So from sc11 also we can see, right? sc16 also we can see, sc16n also we can see. So this sc16 n stands for enjoy. Okay, n stands for enjoy. This is very easy to use, actually very convenient. sc16n. Okay. SC11, here you can see the table definition, right? So if you want to see the table definition, this is okay. You can go here. In SC16N also you can see the table definition. Everything can be seen. It's very, user friendly. That's why every time, most of the time, I use this SC16N. So EDIDC, the control record. This is the control record. Here if you want to see, I just want to see only some specific, some specific data in output, a specific column. Currently it will show all the, all the, I just want to see some of the columns, so I can select from there. This is the beauty of AC16N. Okay, I want to select some of the, you know, so this is the control information in this table. Some IDOC, a specific IDOC, for example, 517747, 517747. This IDOC related 51 7 51 what it was 51 77 47, 77 and 47. You can see this IDOC means IDOC related control information. Okay, I have selected only some of the fields, so it is showing. If you want to see all the information, select all these fields and run it. You can see all the control information which we have seen over here, here and here, all together in the same, same table, you can say. Okay, data records gets stored into the EDIDD table. EDIDD table. Let me copy this one. EDIDD table. Okay. EDIDD is not correct category. Why? Let me see if I am doing some mistake. Press star F4. EDID2, EDIDC. Okay, EDIDD old. Now I think they have deprecated the table. Earlier EDIDD was there. Now in S4 HANA, or this is the 7.50 release. I don't know. Now they have made it EDIDD old. So EDIDD old here, you can see the data record related information. No value is here, so I think they are using some another table. Maybe EDID4, some, I will just tell you, some another table EDID2. Okay, see, it is telling IDOC data record from 3.0 onwards, IDOC data record from 3.0 onward. Now they are using this one EDID4. Okay, so in EDID4 all your data information you can see under this table. See, so for that particular IDOC, all the data, lot of data were there, right? Lot of data were there. So all the data related information they have put it over here. See all the data. So EDID4 is the table. One is EDIDC, one is EDID4, and for the status you are having EDIDS. Okay, press enter, give the IDOC number, and you can see all the status related information. There were four status, right? 64, 62, 53 and 50. These were the status. Okay, the counter is here. 64 first status was, when it came into the system, you can go and check what was the first. Here you will see the properly. The very first it was 50, then 64, 62 and 53, right? 53 was the last. Very first one was 50. Okay, 50, 64 and 62 and then 53. In the same sequence they have given over here also. Fine, so these are some important table. Let me note it down, the important tables. EDI DC, right? EDI DC, this is for control information, control record, and then EDI DD, this is for data record, and then, sorry, DD is not now more, EDI D4 they are using. Okay, and then EDI DS for this status record. Okay. Fine. So today we'll stop here. Tomorrow we'll see what are the important configuration, what are the important steps we have to follow while configuring the IDOC. This is kind of introduction class. We have seen about like what is IDOC and what are the different parts in IDOC. Okay, what is ALE, important T code, important tables, and tomorrow we'll see the configuration, what important configuration we have to take place inside this SAP1, and inside this SAP2, what important configuration we have to consider. So these things we will see in tomorrow class. Okay, and then we will see how we can create outbound program, and then I think tomorrow it will not be possible, but next week we will see outbound program, inbound program, and some another important things which will be uh, bare minimum to understand the concept of IDOC and to work in the project. Okay, so all the important things we will learn. Fine then. Let's stop our class here and we'll meet tomorrow. Bye
Okay.
bye. Yeah, any
Bye.
question here? Mahesh, you have any question? You have any doubt?
No, sir. No, sir.
Okay, fine, fine. Thank you. Bye bye.
Thanks, sir. Bye, sir. Bye, madam.